We are in Denver, Colorado, and we are about to board the Rocky Mountaineer train, which is going to take us from Denver to Moab, and this is the Rockies to the Red Rocks Trail. And so excited about this. Denver's been a beautiful city. The weather's fantastic here. We're going to board this beautiful train and have an adventure.
Okay, so far, this is really cool. We've had our morning mimosas, cheers, and we've drank that. They came out since with another drink cart, served up some coffee, took our breakfast order, and they're gonna be bringing our breakfast right here, right to our little table, right in our little nice little comfortable chair. Very, very nice. I could get used to this. Cheers from the Rocky Mountaineer. They just brought us our little scone out this morning, and they're about to bring us our breakfast. We got the veggie frittata. Don't know what that really is, but I'm about to find out. And the seats are very, very comfortable. We're moving. This is gonna be very nice because we are about to embark on a trip through the Rockies.
First part of breakfast is a wild berry scone. It's warm and it smells amazing. That scone is yummy. It is warm, it's light. A lot of scones are very hard and dense. This has got a great flavor to it, and that jam on top, very good way to start the day. This is a veggie and cheese frittata. It smells absolutely amazing. Those peppers have great flavor to them.
That was good. So just had a veggie frittata for breakfast, which is basically like an egg with vegetables, and it had a little salsa and some roast potatoes with it. It was really good. It's kind of like a quiche. Light, but filling, very good. My tummy is happy now.
We are now in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. We're near Golden, Colorado, which is where the Coors Brewing Company is. But we're starting to see those different elevations. So we started in Denver, which is Mile High City. So we were already over 5,000 feet in elevation, and we're gonna just now start to climb. We're going around a bend right now, which has a 2% grade, and we're gonna have a increase in elevation for a bit now. This is an interesting stretch that we're going through right now. In the next hour, we're gonna climb 1,400 feet in elevation, and on the next 17 miles, there are 28 tunnels we're going to be going through, and the first one is coming up in just a minute. Here we go, first tunnel. This is our train car for the next 2 days. As you can see, it's got windows on both sides that go all the way up and have these panoramic views. So this is what's called a Silver Leaf Plus car. Very spacious. We have lots of room. Meals are served right here, as you saw with breakfast. So we've got tray tables that come down. The seats will recline. We've got footrests, so we can really sit back, relax, and take in the beauty around us. So we are about to go through the last tunnel, which is called the Moffat Tunnel, and it is over 6 miles long. Ooh, little jump. And they said that during going through that tunnel, it is very, very dark, and they recommend that you remain seated. So we are over 9,000 feet in elevation now. So we started over 5,000. So we've climbed over 4,000 feet coming up into the Rockies. Also, when we go through the Moffat Tunnel, we are going underneath the Continental Divide. So we are almost there. This is so beautiful and so relaxing just to sit and take in all this beautiful scenery around us. currently going through the Moffat Tunnel right now. This is the last tunnel in our stretch, and it's going to take us 12 to 13 minutes to get through this tunnel. And we are going underneath the Continental Divide as we speak. So the summit that's above us through this tunnel is the split of the Continental Divide. I love this altitude app. It tells you your elevation no matter where you are. And right now we're at 9,221 feet going through a tunnel in the Rocky Mountains. And we're bouncy. As awesome as that dome train car is, coming outside on the platform and having nothing between you and nature is pretty awesome. Yep. We are entering Granby, Colorado right now, so our waters are going to change. We have been running alongside the Fraser River since Fraser, Colorado, and now we are about to be at the headwaters of the Colorado River. He said it's very, very small right here. He said you can actually wade through it. It's so shallow, but the Colorado River obviously gains, and that is the river that flows through the Grand Canyon. So we're keeping our eyes out for the beginning of the Colorado River. Also, I just wanted to say the colors are beautiful right now. So we're here in September, and the aspens and other plants up here are just starting to change color, and we're getting those vibrant yellows. And they said that they will change. It takes about 6 weeks for all of the aspens to change from green to yellow, and then they lose their leaves. So it's just beautiful seeing all the colors up here right now.
So it is snack time. It came around, got some cheddar and caramel popcorn, which is fantastic. But you got to get one of the cheddar and one of the caramel and eat at the same time. It's absolutely delicious. And then we got some like mixed nuts, some coated in chocolate. Look at that, they're delicious. You got some coated in sugars. You got some chocolate chips in there.
And there's some espresso beans.
In there. Great little snacks.
Yep.
With a good view, great view.
Amazing view.
Oh my gosh. And the weather's beautiful today too.
It is.
Very, very clear.
So we just went through Byers Canyon, and I went outside to really take it in, because whenever you're outside you can see the twists and the turns around the bends and see, down into the river. And now we're back on some flat territory, so we've got a couple of canyons along the way, and it's flat, then it's a canyon, then it's flat, then it's a canyon. So I love the different changes in elevation and the different changes in everything we're seeing around us. We are currently going through 4 canyons, so we have a map so we know when these canyons are coming up, and plus they announce them. And oh my gosh, so it's like flat, beautiful landscape, and then this, and it's running rapids. It's like stage 5, I think they said, rapids that run through here. This is the Colorado River. Unbelievably beautiful. Wow. just like mind-blowingly beautiful, and we're still going through parts of it, but just everywhere you look, you're like, oh my God, it's the river. Oh my God, look at the mountains. Look at this. Oh, we're turning and we can see the train in, you know, the river and everything around us. And it's just, I mean, so beautiful. Like, you know, when you book a trip like this that you're going to be going through the mountains, but actually coming through the mountains, and especially on a beautiful clear day like we're having today, it's stunning. Just stunning.
I concur. Very, very nice. I'm just looking down there, and there's a bunch of RVs down there, like boondocking next to the Colorado River. Can you imagine? That's where I want to be. I want to be parked up in the RV for a couple of weeks. Let that be our home office. There's some people rafting down there too in the Colorado River.
We've been running alongside the Colorado River for miles and miles, and it's just smooth, and then you'll see rapids, and then it's smooth, and then you'll see rapids, and there's people in boats, there's people in rafts, so there's a lot of activity on the river out here. It's just neat that we're sailing right alongside the river. So we're starting to get our first red rocks. You look behind me, I'm not sure if you can see or not, but there are red rocks all along the sides of us now. And we're about to have lunch. So they serve a late lunch around 2 p.m. because they serve breakfast around 10 a.m. So it smells really, really good, and I'm excited to eat. But yeah, it's really cool that we're already getting into the red rocks. So we're still in the mountains, but it's transitioning from the Rocky Mountains into the red rocks. So for lunch today, we had an arugula salad that had cranberries, walnuts, and a champagne vinaigrette. Everyone got that. It was very good. And then you could choose from two mains, and they were a local braised beef short rib, fire roasted green chili demi-glaze, buttermilk mashed potatoes, seasonal vegetables. I had this and it was so very good. That beef short rib literally just fell apart. The mashed potatoes were well seasoned. I really, really enjoyed that. Now the other option was honey glazed Colorado trout, so farm raised here in Colorado, with sweet corn and bell pepper succotash, candy yams, and arugula. And Jason had the trout, so I'll let him tell you about that.
Riding along the Colorado River made me once eat trout because there's an abundance of trout in it. So I had to get the honey glazed trout. It was very delicious. It come with sweet corn and bell pepper succotash and candied yams, and I just pulled the trout off the skin and threw the yams in there and mixed up my corn in it. It was delicious.
And now, chocolate torte dessert. They said it's very, very rich, so let's see.
Did you try the lemon wheel?
No, but I got the lemon foam on there and put that has a little bit of tart with that very rich, dense cake. Yum. So we have our regular train car, and then there's these lounge cars. So if you want to sit in a lounge chair, you can come over here. They're completely available. You can walk from one train to the other and just sit and chill over here. And it's all to ourselves right now. So we are in Burns Canyon now, also known as Red Canyon. Guess why? Because we are officially in red rocks all around us. And there's some formations really high up that are just beautiful. And then we've got the sandstone around us, the red rocks. We are still running along the Colorado River. So there's just so many different landscapes all around us right now. going through Glenwood Canyon right now. We are almost to Glenwood Springs, and there's literally like walls of rock on both sides of us, but we still do have the river running alongside of us and I-70, which is the most unique interstate I've ever seen in that it's built on 2 levels. Yeah, Jason drove it whenever he drove out Colorado to California, but it's built on 2 different levels, which is pretty cool. We have arrived in Glenwood Springs, so this is our destination for today. We're gonna get off the train. Our hotel is right there. We're having dinner right there. The hot springs are right there. So we have some activities planned for tonight, and then we get back on the train at 6:45 in the morning.
No doing anything crazy tonight.
No, we're gonna go chill in the hot springs tonight is what we're gonna do. We made it, so we are off the train. Our hotel is literally right there.
How'd you know?
This is such a cute hotel. Look at this lobby. It's got so much personality. I mean, it's got, you know, this is like a 3 or 4 story lobby here. Pictures all around. We've got 2 different types of old pianos in here. There's a brew pub right through there. There's giant moose antlers on the wall. But anyway, we're gonna go up to our room and get our swimsuits ready because we're bringing them to dinner with us so we can go straight to the hot springs after. Welcome. Our
luggage is here.
Our luggage has been delivered. So we are in the new wing. We actually did get lost. I've never gotten lost in a hotel before.
The hotel has a shining feel.
It does. So what a cute room. So we've got our bed in the middle. Huge space right here. There's a closet. We've got a dresser. We're here for one night, so we're not going to be unpacking. Got a nice chair and then big windows overlooking the courtyard.
Got some bricks over there on the wall.
Super cool room. I like
Very
this
cool,
a lot.
yeah. Got a loft feel to it.
It does. And yeah, the bathroom's got that loft feel to it too. So I love the tiles they put in here. So it's got wood floors, then the old-fashioned tiles. So it all really feels that old hotel vibe. Nice.
2 more blocks. We are taking a little short walk. It's about 8 blocks from the hotel to see Doc Holliday's resting place. This is where Doc Holliday ended his days in Glenwood Springs, Colorado. His burial grounds are just right up the road here. We're gonna go check that out. There it is. We're not there yet.
This is the
We're getting close.
trailhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a little longer than
8 blocks
made it sound.
to here. Now we've got to hike up to wherever the grave
We'll
is.
see how far that is. Figured I'd talk to you while I'm climbing up this hill. So Doc Holliday, he died in 1887. He was an American dentist, a gambler, and he had a really notorious relationship with Wyatt Earp, who was a lawman out here in the West. Doc Holliday is most known for his showdown gunfight at the OK Corral, which we've been to the OK Corral. But when he died in 1887, an attending nurse had said his final words, but right before he died, was, "This is funny," as he was looking at his feet. Nice little view of Glenwood Springs. Look at this. Wow, man, Colorado is just amazingly beautiful. Yeah, old Doc Holliday was a wild man. He spent a lot of time out here in the West doing a lot of gambling. He liked to drink his booze. He liked to gamble. He liked to have a good time. Check this out. Along the trail here, to Doc Holliday's grave is this tree coming out of the side of the mountain. It's got all these like ribbons and ties and beads, all kind of stuff. Look, just right here along the trail. Some type of memorial. Well, I don't feel so bad now. I've been sitting around on that train. We hadn't been doing a whole lot. Just sitting, looking out at the beautiful scenery. Of course, filming. But we're doing some walking now, man. We're burning some calories. We gotta earn that meal tonight. Random park bench.
It's beautiful. This is a great vista. Someone was smart putting this bench right here because you can just sit and take it all in.
It says something too.
Yeah, it's a memorial bench.
It's getting a bit more rocky.
There's a whole cemetery up here. Who thought this was a good idea?
Yeah, it's a long ways to bring the bodies to bury them. Unless they just died right here on this hill and said, you know what, we're just gonna dig the hole right here. All right, we made it, here it is. August 14th, 1851 to November 8th, 1887. So he was
36.
just 36 years old.
So young.
Old Doc lived hard.
I guess so. Different time though.
He went out with a bang. So interesting enough, there is some information right here. John Henry Doc Holliday, he actually died of tuberculosis, which is what killed him. He's buried up here somewhere, but not right here where this headstone is. So I guess they're just guessing, or they just put a headstone here to memorialize him, but he's buried up here somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it says that Doc came to Glenwood Springs towards the end of his life because thinking that the mineral waters would help heal his tuberculosis, which it did not. He died penniless, so the residents of Glenwood Springs took up a collection to get him buried, but because he had no money, no headstone was erected. And then later, way past his death, when he became famous because of tombstone and other things that were written about him, they erected this memorial here so people have a place to come visit.
Lisa's the ultimate badass hiking in flip-flops. Please be careful back there.
I am.
I'm going first. In case she falls, she'll fall into me.
Who would have thought a cemetery was at the top of a mountain? Seriously.
Well, when you go to Colorado, just wear hiking shoes.
I've got the right shoes, I just didn't put them on tonight.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, our guide, he forgot to mention it's 8 blocks and then up a mountain.
Yeah.
That's what Lisa just said.
In
No
my
kidding.
defense.
Left that part out because he didn't want to deter us from going.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't have come if we didn't know we were climbing a mountain.
We'll just skip Doc Holliday.
And we're way up here.
Right.
I mean, we're way up here.
We're up here with the Eagles, honey.
We are at the Glenwood Hot Springs because if you're gonna come to Glenwood Springs, you have to take a dip in the hot springs, right? So we've got our swimsuits on, we've got our stuff in a locker, we've got towels, and we're gonna go find a pool to jump in. So we've been told that some pools are hotter than others. There's actually like 4 different pools here. This end looks busier than this end. I'm not sure the reason for that, but we are going to start in the middle and kind of explore out. But this is a pretty cool place. Oh, this is nice.
I just wish it was a bit hotter. It's warm. They should call it warm springs. No, it is. It's like warm bath water. It's not real hot. I like it really, really hot, but this is still really cool. Nonetheless, we're in Hot Springs in Colorado, y'all. This thing's huge.
It is huge. So this pool that we're in is the biggest pool, and it seems like there's the least amount of people in it. It's deep on one end and even has a diving board where you can jump in, and then there's 2 smaller pools behind us. And there's more people in those, so I don't know if that means they're hotter or if maybe those are adults only, and this one's for kids too, because there are some kids in here. Not sure, but this feels nice. After that little hike we did, you know, it was a good stretch for the muscles.
We are using the pool lights as our illumination for vlogging.
It's cold when you get out, so we're going down to the far pool to see if it's warmer. Because that one was warm but not hot, and this is supposed to be hot springs, so we're gonna go try this one down here. But it's freezing walking from one to the other. Oh yeah, this is more like it. This is warm. This is actually warm. And there's a waterfall.
Yeah, this one's definitely more like it. And there's like, the camera steams up every now and then because there's so much steam coming off of this water that it's fogging up the lens. So, yeah, baby, this is the right one. That one over there even has a fireplace by it. That one's hotter than this one? Look at all these pools. There's so many. In this area, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one is the cold plunge, and this one is 75 degrees, so like bath water. No, not even bath water, cool water. Yeah, this one's 75 degrees and it's cool. Not cold, but cool. Jason's going in the cold plunge. It's 52 degrees.
Oh, it's really cold.
Done. Okay, hot pool.
You ready? It's early.
It's early.
We're leaving at 7 o'clock sharp. Well, good morning from Glenwood Springs. It is early. It's about 6:15. We got to be down at the train station by 6:45 because the train leaves at 7 o'clock sharp. Oh, we are getting ready. Whew. Yay! But you know what? This is fun. The trip is worth getting up this early.
It definitely is.
It really is. And this little city is awesome. Day 2, Glenwood Springs, really cool.
Very cool town.
Really cool town, y'all. Great little stop off. All right, where are we heading next?
We will end our day in Moab today.
Moab.
And
we're going to Utah.
right, so the train ride starts early and we should be into Moab, they said by 2 o'clock. I think earlier than that.
Gonna have a whole day there.
Here we go.
Let's get on this train, get some breakfast, and get some coffee. Hunker down for some more awesome views.
The sun's not even up yet.
Yeah.
One note, they did tell us to just leave our luggage in our room and Rocky Mountaineer will come and collect our luggage, put it on a bus and take it to our next hotel so it'll be ready for us then. So we didn't have to do anything except zip it up and leave it in the room. A local bakery in Glenwood Springs makes these dream weavers. It's like a cinnamon roll log. Let's oh my god, look at these little That's amazing.
Okay, so I got the front range plate for breakfast this morning, which is scrambled eggs, hickory smoked bacon, roasted tomato, onions, biscuits, and sausage gravy. I've got fresh hot coffee. Cheers. They're gonna make a fatty out of me yet. It's impossible to travel well and be on a diet. Scrambled eggs first. Scrambled eggs with caramelized onions on top is incredible. I always do raw onion on my scrambled eggs. That's great. And of course bacon. The best thing on this plate by far is, take a guess.
The biscuits and gravy?
Oh yeah. And they asked if you want salt and pepper. I said, nah. You don't need it. That's some good biscuits and gravy right there. I mean, flavored perfectly. Tender biscuit. I mean, that's good biscuits and gravy, man.
We are going through what I'm going to call sandstone mountains right now. So we've got cliffs all around us, and then we'll go through plains and just see, peaks off in the distance. This is just gorgeous. Totally different than what we experienced yesterday. And as we get into Utah, I know we're going to get more of the red rocks. We had some red rocks in Glenwood Springs this morning. This is just so pretty. We are truly enjoying this train ride. Just went by the book cliffs, which were just absolutely stunning. Over to our right-hand side, you could see what looked like these white sandstone cliffs, and you could see at the top they were very hard, and you could in multicolors. And then as they came down, you could just see erosion, and it looked like sand dunes. But he said they're not sand dunes; they're hard to where you can walk on them. But if you try to drive like a vehicle on them, they would collapse. So they're hard, but they're soft. It was very, very pretty. And through that area also we went through a vineyard, and that vineyard is called Calteras, and they actually have the wine from that vineyard served here on Rocky Mountaineer. So we are entering Ruby Canyon now. We're going to see a lot more of the red rocks coming up, and we're approaching the Utah state line. This is just like, you just can't stop looking around. We were outside and taking pictures, and inside and taking pictures, and now we're just going to take it for a moment for ourselves and just look. It's just, the colors are incredible. You've got different layers of these rocks all around us, and they're on both sides. That's a canyon coming up on both sides, so it doesn't matter what side of the train you're on, you're getting these spectacular views. She's about to point out where the indigenous people made steps to get up to the tops of the bluffs.
I'm going to point out that first set of Moki steps, that way you can get a good glimpse of what we're looking at. So around the corner here, there's going to be a shelf just about eye level. Above that, there are 4 or 5 large white boulders, and look just above there for a small trail.
The Utah-Colorado state line. Landscape has changed again. We are now in just vast open desert. There's very little plant life around us. It's just brown hills as far as the eye can see of desert. It's beautiful. It's just different.
Okay, so what we have here is a Southwestern inspired tamale. It's got some cream sauce on it with a corn and cabbage very small. Let's give this a try. It's like a little cupcake. Oh wow. It's way more delicious than you think it's gonna be. Very flavorful. It's good.
We're nearing the end of our journey and we stop around Arches National Park, but you can look off in the distance and you can see those big red rock formations are starting to be around us. So the landscape is changing yet again. We're still in the desert, but we're starting to see more vegetation and we're starting to see those red rocks. So we're pulling into our final destination. We're moving really slow now. And there's this haze over everything. And so Olivia was telling us she's not sure if it's just a summer haze or if it's wildfires. And more than likely it's wildfires because you can look off in the distance and you can see the mountains, but only like an outline of the mountains. And you can see some of the rock formations, but they've got a definite haze over them. You can really see it when you step outside. So, and it's much warmer here than it was in Colorado. Where our train journey ends. So there is no actual train station here because train passengers have never come into Moab until Rocky Mountaineer started this route. So there's kind of an impromptu train station here. The motor coaches are waiting for us and they will take us the rest of the way into Moab. But how beautiful is this? Just, we haven't even gotten off the train yet, but just the landscape all around us is breathtaking.
All right, well that was fun. Goodbye, Rocky Mountaineer. This was cool. Rockies to the Red Rocks. Just a great journey.
What an incredible journey. So it's a full day and then a half day. This was beautiful. The landscape was just amazing how it changed, how it's so very, very different going from one state to the next. It just shows you how big and vast this country is. So that's a wrap for our train ride. We are staying in Moab for a little while, so that will be a separate video. Stay tuned for that. I hope everyone liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to our channel, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And down in the description will be a link to Rocky Mountaineer, so be sure and check it out and do this yourself because it's incredible.